Raiders of the Rockies, Stonecroft Saga, Book 5, by B.N. Rundell. Narrated by Scott Miller. Chapter 1. Winter. The drifting snow stacked against the palisade-type wall at the face of the granite monolith, sliding over the long mound of interred berry bushes and obscuring any tracks that marred the simplistic sculpture of white. A buckskin-clad, tall, sandy-haired man pushed his way through the door, greeted by shouts of alarm from inside. The slow-rising sun had painted the eastern sky with broad strokes of orange, tinting the snow with the reflection. From a distance, the palisaded cabin was unseen beneath the snow-covered megalith that stood as a sentinel over the mouth of the Poposia River Canyon. Across the river and below the cabin lay a wide valley, the white expanse marked only by the inverted cone tips of the 30 lodges of the small band of Kukuntika Shoshone. The only movement in the stillness of the early morning showed at the lower end of the valley, where 3 young men, clad in heavy buffalo robes, watched over the horse herd of the village. Most of the animals were bedded down within the trees on the lee side of the rocky and timbered foothills of the Wind River Mountains, but a few dug at the snow for some graze. Inside the cabin, Gabriel Stonecroft stomped his feet to rid his buckskin breeches, fringe, and moccasins of the cold snow, then stepped toward the fireplace and seated himself on his wolf pelt-covered chair and propped his cold feet on the hearth. He was watched by his wife, Pale Otter, of the Shoshone, who smiled and laughed at his antics. "Bear's paws are cold?" she asked, giggling a little. Gabe was also known as Spirit Bear, or Claw of the Spirit Bear, or Bear Claw. All were derivatives of the same name that Pale Otter had shortened to Bear. They were soon joined by Ezra Blackwell, or Black Buffalo, the lifelong friend of Gabe, and his wife, the sister of Pale Otter, Gray Dove. This was the first winter for all the newlyweds, and they were enjoying the coziness of the cabin they built into the mouth of the overhanging granite monolith just before winter set in and brought the first deep snow. Although Gabe and Ezra had started work on their cabin in midsummer, they were soon joined by the band of Shoshone they had earlier befriended. Within days, the 2 sisters were paired up with the men and spent most of their time together, learning the language of the different people and becoming better acquainted.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?